There are so many solar companies out there right now. How do you choose the right one for you? In this interview, I talk with Miguel, the CEO of SunBright Solar, and he shares the importance of researching the right company that will fit your goals and values. At SunBright Solar, their focus is on building relationships with homeowners and are particularly fond of helping the members of the Hispanic community understand just what it means to go solar. So make sure you listen all the way through this interview as we talk about how you can really make sure that you are working with a company that has your best interests in mind. Do you mind just telling me a little bit about SunBright Solar and what you guys do?
Yeah, so I had another solar company before, and then I started SunBright about 2 years ago. We are pretty much have an EPC partner, which is a pretty big installation company in the United States. So we are in charge of pretty much consultations, marketing, training, recruiting, operations, and they take care of the installation. We're their biggest partner in this area. I started this company because I wanted to create a change in the solar industry. I think there's a lot of misconception join this industry and they don't have the right intentions and the right purpose for the homeowners. So I wanted to make a change, especially I'm Hispanic, so I wanted to educate better the Hispanic community and really design every project as if it was my home. And that's the culture that we have been created so we can build long-term relationships, which at some point end up in more business because people like what they have and they end up referring friends and family members. And within the company also, I'm very specific and very picky on the people that join the company just because we have an amazing culture. I believe a lot in personal development. I believe that when you become the best version of yourself, everyone is going to perform better. And my first clients are my people, my consultants, because if I take care of them, they're going to take care of the clients. So that's a little bit more about what we do, and we're expanding to other states right now. So growing and loving solar.
That's really awesome. You mentioned so much there. You started off with this company just to really help out people who are like you, the Hispanic community. What led you to solar in particular versus doing some other venture?
So I've been in other industries before. And then when I first heard about the solar industry, I didn't have the right information as probably most people. I heard it was door knocking, and that wasn't very interesting to me initially. But then I researched more about the industry, and I got to a point where it was like too good to be true. There needed to be a catch. It made a lot of sense financially. Like everyone wins, literally. So I couldn't believe it. I thought it was a catch, and I started researching more and more, and there was no catch. And so it was like crazy for me not to do it, because I believe a lot in innovation. I believe solar is the future. I believe we shouldn't be burning fossil fuels like we have been doing for over 100 years to produce electricity and damage the planet, when we can use the biggest resource that we have in the earth, which is probably like outside the earth, which is the sun. So I don't know, I think it's something new. It's something that I like. It's something where I can use to help people. I can help the environment at the same time, and I get compensated pretty well to do it. So nobody's losing. The only probably losing is the utility company, which is, I believe, one of the last monopolies of the United States. So I believe that people should have choosing how they want to pay their electricity.
Definitely. And just being able to give people the freedom of not being tied to the electricity company who decides whatever rate it wants to because it has a monopoly over things. So it just decides, okay, we're going to raise it, and nobody can stop them.
Exactly.
Definitely. With your audience being more towards the Hispanic population, what do you hope to educate them about solar, and what kind of appeals to them in particular about SunBright Solar? What makes you unique?
I think it's the purpose that we have. Again, that we don't focus on transactions, we focus on relationships, and we literally take the time to design their system as if it was our home. And I think that when you're going solar, it's an important financial decision. They don't have to invest any money up front, but it is an important financial decision for the long term. So you have to do it with people that has the right intentions, that gives you all the information without any hidden fees, without selling you at crazy prices without telling you that it's 100% offset and it is not. I think it's honesty. It's honesty, the purpose, and we obviously have very competitive pricing, quality, service, warranties, but you can find that in other companies as well. But what I think makes us different is really the purpose that we have with people of building long-term relationships and making they're really successful with the transition that they're making, because that's the best way to grow a business at the end of the day. And they're happy, we're happy, and everyone is happy when we do the right thing. So
that's awesome. Yeah, it's so important to really build relationships. That's really what everybody's looking for. They don't want to just be another number or another unit. They need to know that you care. And I think you guys definitely do that for your customers.
yep, that's one of the core values that we have here.
So what kind of projects are you guys currently working on right now? Do you have a lot going on in just Florida? I heard you mentioned before that you guys are expanding to other states. Where are you guys expanding to?
We have a couple of different options. Texas is a really interesting market. A lot of Hispanic people and really good market for solar as well. Believe it or not, California, there's a lot of competition. But again, I believe that in the Hispanic population, we are one of the best that I've seen in the industry. So I think we have the potential of helping a lot of people in California as well. Pennsylvania, Maryland, there is a couple of different options that I'm looking at, but mainly Texas for now.
Wow, you're just really going everywhere, all across the United States. That's really cool.
Yep.
Very nice. So where do you see SunBright Solar going in like the next 6 months, year?
It's crazy because in the last month, our team has been growing a lot. So we want to get to 100 installations in the state of Florida consistently every month. And we want to up it in the next 6 months, another market, which most likely is going to be Texas, and be helping at least 30 to 50 families a month consistently in the next 6 months. That's the goal.
That's really awesome to be able to have that impact on so many different people's lives, which is really cool. How do you see the future of solar going on for the next year, 5 years? Where do you see that?
I believe solar is the future. It's going to keep growing. I believe that at some point, everyone is going to go solar. Obviously, there's a lot of innovation. There's a lot of changes. This is one of the reasons why I wanted to join this industry as well, just because you go to any other industry and probably in 2 to 5 years, everything is going to be pretty much the same. Yeah, little changes, but this industry in 5 years will be different. Every year is different. So I believe there's going to be a huge middle point, to say like that, when the ITC is gone. There is a lot of solar companies, solar consultants that are going to be out of business just because they're purely relying on ITC to make their consultations. And I believe that the companies that, again, have the right purpose, the right structure, are going to obviously keep going and keep growing. So I think financing companies are going to change after the ITC is gone as well, just because dealer fees usually are very expensive. Even though people save a lot of money, there's a lot of improvements when it comes to the financial side of things with financing companies. So it's going to keep growing, man. I see a lot of future for solar. I know it's the future of the energy in the world. I think it's the biggest redirection of wealth in the 21st century. And I'm happy to be here initially.
Definitely. You're jumping right in. I definitely think that solar is getting big, and there's so much because of solar being able to become cheaper than coal and other fossil fuels on average. Like, this makes it really huge, just because it doesn't just make it a decision in terms of, okay, I want to be more responsive to the environment or be more responsible or anything like that. This is an economic choice. If you're going to make the smartest economic decision, you're going to go solar. So I think there's definitely a lot of potential there, which is really awesome. Cool. So as we come up to this last question today, what do you see as the top ways that somebody could get involved with green energy or sustainability?
From the standpoint of owning a home and installing solar, or from the standpoint of being a solar consultant?
Either way.
I would say connect with people with experience in the industry. This is definitely not for everyone. It's not for every home. It's not from the standpoint of homeowners. It's not for every home. The standpoint of solar consultants, it's not for everyone. Just, I will do the research. I will understand how the finances work, and obviously focus on working with a reputable company, with people that has the right intentions. And I will save you join the solar industry to work, your first 90 days are probably the most important in your career. And if you are a homeowner, then again, just looking for information, understanding first your own energy consumption. So when you do a solar consultation, what they're talking about and who is telling you the truth.
Definitely. So what is one way that somebody could, if they're interested in learning more about SunBright Solar, or they would like to partner with you or anything like that, what is the one way that they could reach out to you and get in touch?
I will say social media, probably Instagram. We're big on Instagram. So my personal Instagram or SunBright's Instagram is a good way to connect with us. Email is fine. LinkedIn is fine as well. Yeah, we love connecting to people in the industry as well. We love to share the knowledge and what we're doing with others and learn from them as well. So yeah, I do appreciate your questions because it's awesome to see people really interested on learning what others are doing and sharing it with the world, with the community.
Yeah, definitely. Everybody needs to know about this. There's so much hope with so many companies that are being a force of change out here in our society today. It's awesome. There's so much hope for the future. Thank you so much for coming on this with me today. I really appreciate it, and I hope we can stay in touch.
Yeah, man, for sure. Thank you as well for your time, and reach out to me anytime. We're here to help.
All right, great. Thank you, Miguel. And if you enjoyed listening to Miguel from SunBright Solar and their mission to help members of the Hispanic community and others receive the right information to convert to solar, I have a whole playlist over here of other companies who are also in the solar industry, but each doing unique and interesting things around that to really allow everyone to have a piece of the sun. And in this playlist, you will hear all about the different opportunities with solar, like decentralization, community solar, and so much more. Because this is just the beginning of solar to fight our climate crisis. So jump on into the playlist now to learn so much more about the future of solar.